and trance are the 5 items of progressive Krishna Smarana. At first, remembrance of Krishna may be interrupted at intervals, but later, remembrance proceeds uninterrupted. When remembrance is uninterrupted, it becomes concentrated and is called meditation. When meditation expands and becomes constant, it is called Anusmriti. By uninterrupted and unceasing Anusmriti, one enters the stage of Samadhi or spiritual trance. After Smaranadasha or Samadhi has fully developed, the soul comes to understand his original constitutional position. At that time, he can perfectly and clearly understand his eternal relationship with Krishna. That is called Sampatti Dasha, the perfection of life.
Okay, this is called Sampatti Dasha, the perfection of life. So now you can imagine when somebody comes in contact with Krishna consciousness for the first time in his life and he feels, I have become a very perfect soul, he is totally mistaken. He is in Maya. He does not know what he is doing. So he should be, following this process in a conditioned soul. Very important it is to hear. Unfortunately, devotees here are not taking so much interest to the process of hearing. I have been noticing this. Just few devotees, they come and they sit and they're listening. See, how can you enter into the devotional practice? How can you invite Krishna to appear in your life unless you know him? Very important thing. Just forget about Krishna. Let us take a material example. Maybe, you want to become a very successful person in your life. That's why you are looking for earning maybe $300,000 a year. Then you go on searching in the net or in some company who are advertising the job. Who is the best company? Who can give me best salary? Then you try to understand the functionality of the company. What is their history? How stable they are? What is their financial situation? You make the whole assessment in that actually, because if you actually enter into them, then you should be knowing that actually they are going to fulfill my desire. Even before going to earn our livelihood, you make so much research to know about the company who you are going to join with, so that he can actually give you your life goal to earn $300,000 a year. Then what to speak of getting the perfection of life without knowing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead? You cannot. That is it is very, very important for all of us as a practitioners of Krishna consciousness. We must dedicate our life and time to hear about Krishna. As you hear about Krishna, his name, his forms, his qualities and pastimes, gradually it will help you to remember to focus him in your mind eventually. And as your mind falls in love with him, then you cannot give it up. As you fall in love with earning good amount of money every month, then even if it's 2 o'clock at night, you wake up, you try to finish your work. Because you have to do it. Otherwise at the end of the month you will not get the desired salary. Now you have fallen in love with the money. You are tuned, you are perfectly tuned with the work of the company. Similarly, as you continue your relationship with Krishna by chanting his holy names, listening to his pastimes and all, your mind will fall in love with him. Then in whichever condition you may be in, like 2 o'clock at midnight you wake up and you start doing your company work, in the same you will find one fine morning at 2 o'clock you wake up and you start chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hari Hari.
It's a very, very blissful mood. You'll be perfectly satisfied. And then, as you can remember Krishna anywhere, at any stage of your life, that time you will be fortunate to understand your actual position, your relationship with Krishna.